Hello and Merry Christmas! Welcome to our series of little videos about English Christmas traditions. And today we're going to do something which is close to my heart, because they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And we're talking about Christmas dinner here. Christmas dinner is a big affair. Again, I'm talking traditions here. Nowadays things have changed, but traditionally the turkey was the centerpiece of the Christmas dinner. And people would try to get the biggest turkey they could. It'd be cooking for hours in the oven, every now and again opening it and basting, that's putting the juices over the body to keep it moist. And turkey is not a very moist bird, so most people don't like turkey, but having turkey at Christmas was very important. It was the big tradition. Also, something people don't like, which we have at Christmas time, I say people don't like, a lot of people don't like, I personally love them, Brussels sprouts. Part of the Christmas dinner. Turkey, Brussels sprouts. There's different ways to cook it, but basically they are miniature cabbages. And then other vegetables, carrots, potatoes, variety of potatoes. There'd be boiled potatoes, there might be mashed potatoes, there'd definitely be roast potatoes. Those are potatoes that are cut up and put in with the turkey to cook in its juices, which sounds quite nice until you think what juices are. Sorry, vegetarian me coming out there. And then there'd be things like roast parsnips, which are surprisingly tasty considering parsnips are quite disgusting normally. And you'd have this meal laid around. There'd be the turkey in the center of the table. Dad often would do the carving. It was the man's job to carve the turkey, to cut the slices. And there'd be other side dishes and things, but the turkey, the roast potatoes, the Brussels sprouts, those were the core of the Christmas dinner, the main course. Now, before we started the dinner, we'd have Christmas crackers around. Now, I happen to have some here, which I bought a couple of years ago for a friend who I never saw again. So anyway, Christmas crackers. These ones are themed on the Cluedo game. These would be placed between each seat, between each plate on the table, around. So there'd be one between two people. You can see there's a center core and two essentially handles. My dad used to make these, so every year we'd get the same things. Inside there is a little gift, there is a very bad joke, and there's a paper hat which never fit properly, but everybody tried to wear them because it's the mood of Christmas. So before we began the Christmas dinner, you'd take a cracker, turn to your partner, and you'd pull it. Right? Some people tried this tradition of you have a cracker and you cross your arm to that person, and there's a cracker in the other arm, and you cross it to that person, and everybody pulls at the same time. But that never works. Inside this, there's a paper strip with a bit of gunpowder and a striker plate. So when you pull it, it should bang. As I said, I've had these for a couple of years, so let's see if they work. Ooh, I've got a little bang. So you see it's broken. The person who gets the end with the container then opens it up and takes out these are pretty crap crackers. I'm glad I didn't give them away. The Cluedo, I think you get a Cluedo, cardboard Cluedo set. And there'd be a terrible joke. This one doesn't have them. There'd be a terrible joke like, what is the difference between snowmen and snow women? Snowballs! Ha ha ha! What we call dad jokes. And there'd be the Christmas crown. So these are paper crowns. Open it up. And everybody would try to wear one. There you go. You sit around the table. Ha ha ha! Eat. And when you finish the main course, then the dessert came in. There'd be cakes and trifle. Trifle is wonderful if you've ever had it. Um, Basically, you have a kind of sponge cake in the bottom of a bowl, which is covered in brandy or sherry, and then there'd be a layer of jelly, some fruit, another layer of jelly, a layer of custard, topped with cream, and then some thousands and hundreds and thousands decorations, something like that. But the main part of the Christmas dinner was always the Christmas pudding. Um, It is made with berries, raisins, suet traditionally, and it is boiled in a bowl, so it becomes this solid dark mass. It's very rich. Often there's brandy in it as well. And when it's brought to the table, we'll oftentimes turn out the lights, pour brandy over the top of it and light it. So you've got this beautiful blue flame as it goes to the table. And then it's cut and served with cream or custard or ice cream. I'm getting hungry just thinking about this. So that is the Christmas dinner, and then it'd end with usually in those days the parents loading all the dishes into the kitchen, which the children, my generation, would wash afterwards. Nowadays there's complaints about who should load the machine. Pigs in blankets, which you might be thinking about, that's a recent addition. I think it came from America. Who else but Americans would have a pork sausage wrapped in bacon, double pork? But you know, there's all sorts of things. Christmas dinner is a very special time, very loving time. Nowadays I tend to go to my sister's for Christmas dinner because she is a superb cook. But parents with children, it is such a good time, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas dinner and a fabulous Christmas. See you again soon. Merry Christmas. Bye bye.